Incendiary ammo is intended to damage health and armor, although the practical use may slightly differ because of its combo potential and the glitches around it. It applies its damage in a very different way than the other ammo types, warranting a separate discussion. We will start by examining what is common. Like most powers, and unlike most weapons, ammo upgrades do different amounts of damage to various defenses, based on multiplicative modifiers. The specifics are not displayed anywhere in the game, but are easily obtainable knowledge. For example, the modifiers of warp ammo are as following: 1 to health, 1 to armor, 2 to barriers, 0 to shields. This means that warp ammo level 4, described as adding 60% damage, actually adds 60% against health and armor, 120% against barriers, and 0% against shields. In normal conditions, the modifiers of incendiary ammo are 1 to health and armor, 0 to barriers and shields. In all cases, the damage of ammo is applied separately to the impact damage of weapons. We will use the term of ammo hits, distinct from weapon hits. In all cases besides incendiary, the ammo is applied in one portion and before the weapon hit. On the other hand, incendiary ammo hits are applied as damage over time effects that in normal conditions are spread to 6 equal ticks over 3 seconds. Contrary to the description, there's no quote-unquote flat component supposedly doing up to 50 damage per shot, but the entirety of damage is percentage-based and added as damage over time, and it is important to think of incendiary ammo hits as of damage over time effects. Incendiary ammo is subject to what is called the self-stacking glitch. While many myths arose around this mechanic, the actual principle is fairly simple. When a new incendiary ammo hit is applied before the previous one gets to expire, the new hit has its damage tripled. That is it. Contrary to some popular beliefs, there's nothing in this mechanic that would be affected by the host's frame rate or the weapon's rate of fire, and there's no way to stack damage per second infinitely high. Tripling the damage of all hits except the first one is all that happens. While not directly affected by fire rate, this glitch is somewhat more useful on pellet shotguns, as the ammo hits to be tripled in damage are all except one from the initial salvo, allowing for very high damage per second right off the bat. This makes pellet shotguns generally the best weapon type to use incendiary ammo on. On the top of the self-stacking glitch, the damage modifiers can be borrowed from another source in what is often called the warp plus incendiary glitch, or less inaccurately, the incendiary glitch. This effect occurs when an incendiary ammo hit is applied on a target that already has a fire damage over time effect from a power. In the most common case, warp or incinerate are used to provide the modifiers. For example, a correctly evolved warp has the modifiers of 1 to health, 2.25 to armor, 3 to barriers, and 0.5 to shields. Those will be the modifiers used by incendiary ammo for as long as it's being supplied without a break of more than 3 seconds. Note that the damage to health can't be improved this way, as every power has the modifier of 1 to health. There is also a possibility of completely negating the damage of incendiary ammo this way. That is what happens when a target is hit by the fake damage over time effect of fire explosions, which has the modifier of 0 to everything. Contrary to some, this glitch is sensitive to the order of actions, and using a power to improve an already existing incendiary ammo effect will not work. The power needs to go first, or otherwise the ammo needs to expire and be reapplied on a quote-unquote clean target. Fire damage over time can be supplied by the following powers: Incinerate, Flamer, Warp, Homing Grenade, Electrical Hammer, Turret Flamethrowers, Shield Mastery, Inferno Grenade. Additionally, whenever this damage modifier glitch is triggered, the remainder of the pre-existing power damage effect is stretched or contracted to 3 seconds. This is known as the Inferno Grenade glitch, since that power is the most visibly affected by it. allowing Inferno Grenade to unload its damage over twice as quickly. All these three glitches, the self-stacking, modifier, and duration glitch, are in essence just one thoroughly incorrect reformation of the damage over time effect. For performance reasons, when incendiary ammo lands on a target, instead of creating a new status effect, it instead attaches to the oldest existing one if possible, which causes the damage modifiers to be retained. The duration of this new effect is the duration of incendiary ammo, which is always 3 seconds, and the damage is the remaining damage of the previous effect plus 3 times the damage of the new ammo hit. The tripling of the damage occurs because the damage the new hit is supposed to do over its 3 seconds duration is used as damage per second. Incendiary ammo can prime for a fire explosion. This happens once it deals 30 points of actual damage in a non-stop manner. After detonating, in order to prime again, all fire effects need to expire, which takes at least 4 seconds. The improved Callance editor reflects the glitches around incendiary ammo. Enabling a source of fire damage over time will increase the displayed ammo damage according to the modifier glitch.